Greetings, this is Sloshwags. Welcome back to Shadowrun Dragonfall Director's Cut. If you watched the last episode, you will remember the turret room. That room sucked. And this mission kind of was all kinds of messed up stuff going on. Blitz got us into a hell of a position, but we came out of it in the end. He certainly definitely owes us his stuff now. The cruise baser. The ride back to the cruise baser is a lonely one. This train car smells a little better than the one you rode in on. It isn't great, but at least it doesn't leave you gagging. Still, things are looking up. You've helped Blitz pull himself out of hot water. And with any luck at all, you'll never have to set foot in Dragonfall again. I highly doubt that, though. After a long, boring trip, the car rattles to a stop. The doors slide open. You are home. Excellent. It's nice to be home. Now, we're getting money out of that last one, but we did get that little box that was apparently for deckers. What did we just get? 50,000? Oh, no, that's our objective. We need to go talk to Amsel, so we do need to go to our normal place. Ooh, people have leveled. I mean, everyone will have leveled? Okay, so it looks like we're maxing everything out, so we must be getting to the point where we are getting towards the end of the game. I'm really not sure how long the campaign is. I'm not sure if we're going to raise this money and then we're going to go straight to the end mission. I really don't know, but this is certainly much, much longer than the first game. So what do we got here? I think having the adrenal injection give a new ability of revive. So she can use her adrenal pump on a downed ally to revive them at 25% health, which shares a cooldown with her regular pump. Having that, given that you normally have a few turns before you actually die, I think having that kind of option is going to be the best decision, so we're definitely going to take that. Dietrich, I don't use you. Dietrich. I don't use you much anymore. Electrocore. I want to increase by one tile in all directions because I don't really use you that much. And we've got Iger now. Huntress. What does that do? Wide reflexes. As +1 movement passive. When triggered, user will dodge the first attack against them each round. Cost 1 action point. Duration 3. Cooldown 4. So they'll have 1 round gap in between. Okay, so she gets a better sniper rifle. I'm taking this one because we can probably buy her a better sniper rifle. Okay. Blitz gains a hydraulic jack cyberware, increasing his move speed by 4 as a 0 action point. I kind of feel that... I mean, we could just buy that other deck anyway, so... At least I'm sure we can. I feel that this will give us the freedom. It'll give us more options in combat. I feel that that's what we really should be going for, so... But I've picked that one. I don't know if I made the right decision or the wrong decision. We'll find that out in the future, won't we? Let's go talk to Blitz and see if he's got anything to say for himself, given all of the stress that he has caused us. Oh, hey Chief, you're back. And you've got the box, right? He takes an eager step towards you, his hands extended. Give it here, if you please. Not just yet, Blitz. First we need to have a chat about that whole meat grinder fiasco. Yeah, okay. Sure. We can talk about it. Do a little post-mortem on the off, that sort of thing. He tries on a smile. For my part, I'd say that it went great. I mean, mission accomplished, right? All's well that ends well and all that. Oh man, I don't know if I like this guy. I don't trust him. If we ever do a two-man run together, I'm doing the planning. Got that? Yeah, Chief, I got it. He shuffles his feet. Hey, sorry about that vault door thing. I'll admit it. That was an oversight on my part. So, anyway, was there anything in specific that you wanted to go over? Drums his fingers on the table. Go on, I'm all ears. The vault door, the one that you forgot to account for, was that really an accident? His mouth drops open. Of course it was, Chief. I'm shocked that you'd even ask. What do you think, that I'd purposely strand you in a bank vault? I mean, what kind of asshole would I have to be to do that? I don't know. I kind of want to ask this though. If that wasn't part of your plan, Blitz, then it was an oversight of epic proportions. You can see how that isn't much better, right? Oh, come on, Chief. Like you've never made a mistake. Look, you can lambaste me all you like. Aside from that one little detail, the plan was perfect. I'm proud of my performance in there. It sounds like you're in the clear with Hazenkamp. Do you have any other deaths that I need to worry about? Nah, nothing worth mentioning. And I mean it this time. We've been making good money. God, there's no room on my desk. How did my desk become so full of stuff? Nah, nothing worth mentioning, and I mean it this time. We've been making good money, and I've paid off everyone else already. Got nothing more to worry about from me. Let's give him this box. Box? Give him the box. What's in the box, man? Alright, thanks, Chief. Blitz turns the box over and over, and his hands a huge grin on his face. Let's plug this puppy in and see what it does. With a series of deft motions, Blitz pops the plastic cover on an unused expansion slot on his cyber deck and slides the mystery box home. A recessed LED light in the box goes from red to green. He boots up the deck, staring at the code that scrolls across its integrated display. Huh, well, that's weird. The data hard-coded onto this thing is jam-packed with comlink software. It looks like it has protocols for all of the major brands. Sysadmin level tools too, and there's something else. What do you see, Blitz? Slowly a smile spreads across his face. This thing is like a master key for communication systems. With this box plugged into my deck, I could hack the comlink of just about anyone in the same room as me. And how is that useful? Use your imagination, Chief. Just about every security goon in Berlin is wired to a comm system of some kind or another. If I can hijack those comms, then I can cause all sorts of confusion in the ranks on our runs. This is one hell of a toy. I can see why Grinder wanted it. I can't wait to see what you can do with it. Yeah, Chief. Me neither. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about the Emily thing. That was the girl that he was in love with, wasn't it? Yeah, actually. I've made some headway. For the first time in a year, I've got a solid lead. I thought I'd looked everywhere. Between my contacts and myself, we scoured all of M's old haunts, both in Meat Space and the Matrix. What I never thought to do was dig for clues in my own cyber deck. It seems so obvious now, but back then I couldn't see it. I mean, she was running from me, right? So why would she leave any breadcrumbs for me to find? I don't know, hey. I don't think they're going to end up together and having children and being happy. Anyway, I did some housekeeping, and I discovered something. On the morning that Emily disappeared, some information vanished from my cyber deck as well. She did a good job of covering her tracks, but I can see the signs. She grabbed the file and ran. End of story. What kind of data are we talking about? No idea, Chief. I grabbed it on a lark when me and Emily were goofing around the Matrix. The file was encrypted all to hell and I could never get it to open. I only took the damn thing because she told me not to. She said the security would be too tight that I'd get myself killed. But I waltzed on in there and took it all the same. You should have seen me, Chief. It was a thing of beauty. I don't think I've ever been as much on my A-game as I was that day. Blitz, where'd you take this data from? A corporate database, you know. No big deal. Can you please tell me which corporation? Oh, you know, no one important. I stole it from Aztechnology. One of you guys told me that I can't remember what they're called in this now, but they're the Aztecs. So like the old civilization, game, race, species, race, right? Country. The Aztecs are like a major part in this. I really like how the Aztecs are actually still around and like a part of this world. I think it's really cool. A tinge of red crawls into Blitz's cheeks. He shuffles his feet. In hindsight, it may not have been the best of ideas. You don't mess with the Azzies, Blitz. I mean, how awesome is it that they're referring to them as the Azzies? Almost sounds like Aussies. The Azzies. Everyone knows that. Yeah, I guess. Emily wasn't too impressed either. Our only real big fight was over that stupid file. Anyway, time passed. Eventually we made up and laughed the whole thing off. Or at least I thought we did. Truth be told, I forgot all about it until I realised the data had gone missing. Alright. So what you're telling me, Blitz, is that the love of your life took your encrypted file and bailed on you. What are you going to do about it? Dunno, Chief. This whole incident has me rethinking a lot of things. What if she took the file to protect the Azzies? What if she's with them? I got to admit, this has me worried. I'm even more torn up now than I was before. He meets your gaze, and you can see the concern gnawing at him. I don't know what to do, but I'm open to 2 suggestions. I don't want to say that one. I mean, I want to, but I don't want to say that one. I'm going to say this one. I feel this is the worst advice I can possibly give, and after what he just did to me, I'm going to give him this one. You've got a direction to look in now. If I were you, I'd get back into the Matrix and find her. He nods. Who am I kidding? You're right. I won't be able to stop thinking about this until I've found her, so I might as well keep trying. Thanks, Chief. You've been a huge help. No worries, man. Let me know how it turns out. I'm going to skedaddle. I feel like I've just deliberately given someone bad advice on purpose. I don't know how I feel about that. It's definitely something that's just happened, though. Let's talk to Amsel and see what he has to say. Welcome back, Slosh. How did the meeting go with Frau Mueller? I accepted the jobs. Any idea on how to tackle this? Yes. for you. Frau Mueller has provided us with detailed information on the... Oh, that's right, we have to blow up that whole building. Based on this intel, I have formulated what I believe will be an effective strategy to bring down the building. According to Mueller's intel, the facility is extraordinarily well guarded. Whatever this bloodline project is, the Aussies have spared no expense to defend it. The facility is patrolled by Az Technology's internal security personnel. On their own, they would pose a challenge, but I don't doubt that you could brute force your way through them. Unfortunately, they will not be on their own. Az Technology has purchased one of Knight Errant's more expensive security contracts as an additional line of defense. So kicking in the front door is out then. So nods. I should say so. They've pulled some strings with an old contact of mine, and he's provided me with an address of a small software developer, OTK International. They write the firmware updates for Knight Errant's comm systems, and their defences should be considerably weaker than Az Technology's. My contact has informed me that OTK stores an off-site hard copy of every firmware update it develops for data security purposes. My suggestion is this: you hit the offices of OTK International and reduce their computers to slag. In the interim, I will have the hard copy of the next update replaced with a compromised version. When OTK's next update goes live, our compromised version will be pushed out to Knight Errant. So that then, when you hit the Aztec facility, I will be able to track Knight Errant via their links. This should make the run much more manageable. He fishes in his pocket for something. A moment later, he produces a corporate ID with your face on it. This will get you through the front door of the office park that contains OTK International. My contact was only able to provide me with the one card, so you'll need to let the rest of your team in through a side door. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I don't know if it's that good an idea. I'm going to talk to Iga and just see if she's got anything new to say. Not the best of times. Okay, we're going to go over here. We're going to go to our stash, because we don't actually have anything on us. So what have we got in here? I would like another advanced medikit. I don't need any of that stuff though. Got the trauma kit. Got all that stuff. I think I need to go buy a couple of fetishes and then we can go. So we're going to go to OTK. We're going to go to the OTK building and destroy their computers. That's kind of where we need to go. So we've got to go to the U-Bahn, but I'm just going to quickly run down here and get a couple of fetishes because I don't really like going out without at least one. I don't know if we've got any money though. Have I got any money? 835. I think that means we can buy one. I think we can afford one with that. It's not even going to be like level 4 or a 5, but I'm pretty sure we can buy one. Okay, conjuring. No, consumables, that's what we want. So they're 1,000. They're 600. We could get 2 of those. So let's get a fire. I like the air. Let's do that. It's 800. And now we're pretty broke. That's cool. So let's get out of here. Let's go straight to the U-Bahn and let's head down there. We are essentially broke. We need to kind of upgrade all of our armor and all that stuff. It's just not going to happen for a little while. So let's just run over here. And let's go see what this place is. I don't know. I don't really know what we're walking into. Every time we go out in this game, I think that we're going to be perfectly fine, and we walk out into missions and it's never what I'm expecting. They always kind of always confuse me. Okay, let's assemble the team and travel to the OTK International offices. I'm going to take Glory, Iga, and it's yes, that's what I'm going to do. Excellent. That's what we're going to do. Confirm. Poor Dietrich. We're already a shaman, we haven't needed him at all. Kind of feel bad for him, he's just sitting around the office. Earwig. Earwig. OTK International is a small-time software developer and it shows. The company's main office is crammed up against the back wall of a massive shared office park, surrounded by competing businesses and larger corporations. A steady trickle of dead-eyed wage slaves flows in and out of the complex. The office park's main entrance is overflowing with hired security, but your forged keycard gets you past them easily enough. A few minutes later, you're walking the winding corridors toward OTK International. You're only a few smashed computers away from putting Amsel's plan into motion. So, what else can I give him? Let's give him a grenade, hey? I like those grenades. I like them a lot. I'm a big fan of grenades. You have karma available. Okay, let's open the karma screen. How much have we got? 3. Is that even worth doing anything with at this point? I mean, I literally have so much less karma in this one than we did in the first game. Oh, there's nothing we can do. It's fine. Passing through the main doors of OTK International, you find yourself in a stretch of industrial hallway. Apparently, the company is too small to warrant such amenities as a lobby or greeting area. Do they have toilets? The rest of your team is waiting for you at OTK's side entrance, outside of the office park and beyond the reach of building security. Letting them in should be as easy as opening a service door. I'm just going to finish my beer and then we're going to go on our way. Let's go. Let's see what we can do. Alright, so reunite with your team. It shouldn't be too difficult. It's not like I'm a fairly weak combat class or anything like that. Let's just see. Is that all we need to go to? Okay. As you pass by the open door, you see a middle-aged wage slave working in his console. His back is facing the doorway. He doesn't seem to have noticed you. Should we sneak up on him? I kind of want to. Let's do it. Sneak up on him. You begin creeping toward the wage slave. He's so engrossed in his work that he doesn't seem aware of anything else. Just over halfway across the room, the wage slave's body tenses. He begins to turn his seat. Good thing we got the quickness. Duck and hide behind the nearest desk. The wage slave completes his turn. He stares blankly out the door for a moment, then shakes his head. Notice something about needing to get more sleep. I know all about that. Rubs his eyes and returns to work. Continues sneaking towards him. This is... Okay, you resume creeping across the room. Seconds later, you're right behind him. Should I break his neck or tap him on the shoulder? What would my guy do? I kind of want to just startle him. I want to see what happens. Let's try it. Tap him on the shoulder. The wage slave simultaneously leaps out of his chair and attempts to whirl towards you. His knee smashes into the corner of his desk and he goes crashing to the ground, wailing. I'm going to offer your hand to help him up. Sorry to startle you, I'm new here and I just wanted to introduce myself. He reaches up with a scowl and clasps your hand. Slowly and painfully, he pulls himself to his feet. You can give someone a heart attack sneaking around like that. That's not the best way to make a first impression. He rubs his knee with a scowl. Alright, new guy, what's your name? Jonathan, I'm a contractor. Look, I've been here for 36 hours and I was supposed to clock out 45 minutes ago. Do you need something from me? Because if you don't, I'm out of here. Nothing that can't wait until morning. Go get some rest, you look like you could use it. Yeah, crunch time again, gotta love it. With the keystroke, he locks the console and turns for the door. Let him go, good night, pal. I don't know why I'd want to attack him. I'm just gonna come into this room and see if there's anything there. I actually want to go down here. I want to see what's down here. I know that we can probably go through one of these to get out there. Ooh, look at this. There's a lot of stuff in here. Let's look at the desk. The desk before you is well kept. The papers are stacked neatly. The drawers are closed and the terminal is shut off. Search the drawers. The contents of the drawers make it clear that this desk belongs to a supervisor of some sort, Mr. Stephen Williams. You find plenty of employee performance evaluations, blah, 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 blah. One of the drawers is locked. Let's investigate it. I don't have the ability to get in there, so let's leave the desk alone. We might come back to the terminal later, but I'm going to have a look at all this other stuff first. This is a well-used calendar. June the 29th has been circled about half a dozen times. All the filing cabinets are locked. The bookshelf is neatly organised and alphabetised. On the upper shelf is a framed picture of a young blonde girl with braces and a huge smile stretching across her face. So I'm interested about this. The board is arranged in a group of names and tasks, most of which seem to be in the completed category. In the corner is a note, Lucky B-Day, Tuesday, do not... Oh, Lucy's B-Day. That's... Okay, wait a minute. This is going to be the password. He's got a thing for her. June the 29th. It's going to be the password. I reckon, anyway. That's my theory. Let's turn on the terminal. Please look quickly. Let's log in. It's S. Williams. And it's going to be the 29th. Brilliant. With a sharp clicking sound, the maglock releases and the drawer pops open. I knew we could work this out. We now have the supervisor's ID badge. How good is that? Let's go. I'm kind of... I mean, it's not a complicated problem to solve. I'm still kind of proud about that. Worked pretty well. Can we go through this door yet? I want my team with me before I go through all this stuff. There's like drones there and stuff like that. Let's open this door and let him in. Lead the way, they say. Okay, so now we need to kind of think about... Oh, here we go. Standing in the hallway is a janitor, a tired-looking woman in her mid-30s. She is staring at you, her eyes wide with surprise. You can't help but notice the alarm panel set into the wall just behind her. With a flick of her wrist, she could make your job infinitely more complicated. Oh, excuse me, you startled me there. A look of confusion crosses her face as her eyes flit from you to your teammates to the door you just let them through. You are suddenly aware of how very out of place you look in this building, and the furrow in the janitor's brow tells you she's made the same observation. I really wish I had this. I'm going to say I'm with the Nico. We just went out for a soy calf. Aha. Janitor does not sound convinced, so where is the soy calf? I ran into a homeless guy on the way back to the office. I'm tired, but he needed it more than I did. The janitor stops for a moment to consider. Yeah, okay, that's fair. She offers you a weak smile. Sorry about the attitude. I haven't got much sleep lately either. Between the hours here and a toddler at home, I'm pretty much wrecked. I know that feeling too. Look, I don't want to give you the third degree, but they've been harping so much about lax security that I have to. Everyone do your part and all that jazz. So I gotta ask, why are you still in your street clothes? You know how seriously they take the dress code here, especially if you work in the server rooms. Pretty stoked that I've got the charisma for this. I'm going to say, I left my work clothes under my desk. I just need to feel like a normal person again, even if only for 20 minutes. There's only so long you can stew in your work outfit. You know what I'm talking about, right? I mean, I used to leave my shoes under my desk at work and walk home with no shoes on. I never wear shoes. Shoes are awful. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I've lost count of the number of nights I've gone home feeling subhuman. It sucks. I can't blame you for wanting to get some fresh air, especially considering the kind of hours you folks have been putting in. She pauses for a moment. You can see her body relax as she finally lets her guard down. Okay, you're cool. You can head on in. I won't rat you out to security or management if you won't tell anyone that I held the door for you. We're all in this together, right? Thank you so much. I won't forget this. I really hope she doesn't get like something terrible happening to her. So we can go through this door now. Go in here, and that's the executive door. I wanna look in here. I wanna see what's in here. I'm really intrigued. Is there anything in there? Nothing. Nothing at all. It's not all that cool. I was really hoping that would be really awesome. Let's select a decker to jack in. Can I click on Blitz, please? There we go. Jack in. That's all he's got. He can't pick anything else. That's fine. Now, I'm a little bit concerned. Okie dokie. Yeah, I thought that might happen. We want the attacker program to be out next to us, and let's see where we can go from here. Okay, what have you got here? Tar bomb. I kind of want to just... Oh, that's not going to work on any of them. Okay, so I'm just going to move him up there and see if we can get a little bit of a better attack. So it's only 49. I'm going to see if we can get this to work. Okay, neither of them can move. That's cool. And I'm just going to move Blitz up there, and then they should all get a move. But I think we'll be okay. That worked way better than I was expecting. Right, let's go to our things here. And we can do a blaster attack, which should hit both of them. 75, which is good. That's going to be 1 as well. We should be able to avoid that one unless we miss. And then we'll go this one. That one should probably die, I think, in the next turn. And get him to take out that one and that one. And I think that'll get rid of most of them. No, it's going to get an attack. I miscalculated that. It's almost dead. Almost dead. But not quite. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Now the alarm states pretty high. Let's see if we can kill 2 of these. Okay, that wasn't very good there, Mr. Program. 68%, come on. What are you guys doing to me? What is going on here? Why is that thing not dead? Why is nobody hitting anything? What is going on? Blaster. AoE over there. There we go. Really? You guys are still going to be alive? What about this one? Come on, it's like almost 70. This is ridiculous. That should die though. Unless we've run out of the ticks on it. damage over time seems to be gone. Let's use erosion on that one. We got 80% of a chance to do it. The flank certainly seemed to help, and now it's 54%. And see, now the 50 hits it, and the 70s never did. Of course. Isn't that just the way it always is? I'm just going to medic on that guy just to get it done. I really want you to get rid of this guy. Come on. What are you doing to me? Alright. I'll just run right next to it and do that, I guess, because I'll click wrong, but that's fine. So we're going to alarm state and get it down, because the alarm state was actually getting pretty high there if you hadn't noticed. Can I get you to run up there? No, almost. I just can't. The one thing I wish with these dudes is they had that, just that little bit more movement. Just that tiny little bit. There we go. Executive door should be open now. So we'll end. And we'll run Blitz out. I guess that's the only thing you can do. There's nowhere else we can go, and there's not like we've missed anything, so... Run that dude back there. The alarm state seems perfectly fine. I don't think I've forgotten anything. I'm always concerned I've forgotten something. And you guys are sitting there going, you've forgotten. Okay, so we've got the executive door open, so let's go see what is behind this. Halt! This is a restricted area. The guard raises his weapon, his voice is brimming with excitement. Show me your ID, now! Yeah, it's right here. He squints at your badge, scowling. After a few seconds, he lowers his weapon. Sorry to have bothered you, sir. You're cleared to be here, but stay where I can see you and don't leave this room. Don't worry, I won't. That worked pretty well. Alright, so what have we got the option to do in here? Let's inspect this and see what it is. Drone Control Center. So if we go in there, we might be able to take control of all the drones. So we should be able to open those doors. He wants us to stay in this room though. So what I think I'm going to do, guys, we're coming up to the 30-minute mark, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it here. This seems like the most appropriate place to leave it, and we will be back next time, and I'm not quite sure how we're going to deal with this. There's a lot of different ways we could take this. We could literally just start shooting them now, I guess. We could easily overpower them. There's only 2 of them, but I'd kind of like to do it quietly. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Any hints, suggestions, please leave them down below. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. See you guys next time.